Hey, everybody. Let me know if you can see me and hear me while I go ahead and share this around the world. Just 1 second and we'll get started. Hope everybody's had a great week. I'm just going and sharing this in a few different places so I can talk to as many people as possible. If you're watching on the recording, thanks for watching on the recording. I was going to say something clever there, but couldn't come up with anything. And I am on the correct YouTube channel this week, so that's a nice switch from last week. Last week, for whatever reason, I was logged into a different YouTube account, and the whole time I was getting no questions on YouTube, and I'm like, why is nobody on YouTube talking to me? And it turned out it was because I was on a wrong channel that no one watches. Unlike the correct channel, which only a few people watch. So that's a nice switch from last week. Go ahead and mute this. Last week. Get my screen set up, and we're good to go. Come on. There we go. All right. Mike says loud and clear. Good. Well, good to see you here, Mike. Anthony says, what's up, Chris? You the man? You know, you the man. I'm just renting in your world. Dane says, yo. What's up, Dane? Anthony says, is Jeff joining today? He won't be on camera, but he's usually in the comments. Mike, Takang, and Elishama are here. Elishama says, what's up? What's up, Elishama? What's up, James? If you're new, just and you don't know how we do this, just ask me whatever you'd like to know. Doesn't have to be SEO or business or any of that nonsense. Not that that's nonsense, but any of that stuff. Just whatever you want to know. We'll hang out for a while. And yeah, we'll call it good. Anthony says, if you buy an auction PBN, do you rebuild the domain exactly as it was, or do you create a new website? How do you get traffic to it? Okay, so sometimes I do both. More often than not, I just rebuild it as a new PBN, or is it like a new site, a new WordPress blog? Sometimes, though, I'll just rebuild it using the SERP, I forget what it's called, Content Restore, whatever it's called, and just rebuild it the way it looked. There's advantages and disadvantages to both. As far as getting traffic, if it's a new one, I just optimize the posts so they rank on themselves and get the occasional drop of traffic here and there. I don't like send signals or links or anything like that to them, though. Wow, lots of people on today. We got Cole, Amber, Ron. What's up, guys and ladies? See who else is watching. So we get Tyler, Jordan. That sounds like a basketball player, Tyler Jordan. I don't know if it does or not. I don't watch sports. Cole says, yo, what's up, Cole? How you doing? Glad to have you here. Got Mike, Carl. I'll never understand why it tells me the number of people viewing and then it shows me who's viewing and the numbers never match up. It's very frustrating for me. I'm very particular about those sorts of things. All right, guys, if you don't have any questions, we'll wrap up. We'll call it a week. But in the meantime, if you do, go ahead and drop them in the chat. I'm going to have to start coming up with like something to talk about specifically on these and then kind of open that up to questions. I think that that'll go a little better. We're going to start having guests again soon, too. In 2 weeks, we're going to have Mandy McEwen's going to be on again. And I'm trying to get Craig Griffiths on. And we'll see who else we can get. Maybe we can get, I don't know, maybe we'll get Jeff or Scott, although I'd rather them stick to the academy. Anthony says, if a citation you found on, say, WhiteSpark has a high domain authority but zero trust flow and like a 29 citation flow, would you add your link or just your NAP info? I'd add a link to it because the reason it doesn't have any trust flow is that there's no links going into it. So I wouldn't worry about that. A citation is a citation. Optimize it well, and it'll still work for you. Cody says thumbs up. To you too, Cody. If you guys have any idea of like some guests we can bring on within reason, don't tell me like Elon Musk or something, and somebody that will do it for free. Let me know, and I'll see if I can reach out and bring some people on because I'd like to start doing guests again. We haven't had any in quite a while, actually. So maybe we'll get Jim to do another one. He hasn't been on in quite a while. Anthony says you have 3 or 4 social signals. He says gigs, but he means services. On Legiit, can you describe the difference between each of them? Truth be told, most of them are a response to things other people have asked me for. So the main one is the 2500 one, which is like usually on the home page. I have a smaller one, and then I have one that's drip fed, and then I have a couple of really big ones. So any of them work just fine, in my opinion. I have them there because different people want different things, and I never want to miss a chance for people to give me money. In your opinion, what is the most important area to place your target keyword? The title tag, the URL, in the heading tags, all of the above. I rank them in this order. Domain is number 1. URL is number 2. H1 is number 3. And then the rest are below that. But domain, if you can get it in your domain, that's the most powerful signal. And the second is the URL. So yourbrand.com/key-word kind of thing. And then the H1 tag is vital. And then it just kind of goes on down the list from there. Also, the meta title and the meta description are important too. Not only for SEO, but for click-through, which I guess is still kind of SEO. YouTube's being quiet again, so maybe it wasn't a fluke, although there are people on. If you're on YouTube, say hello. Do you mix them up or keep them exactly the same? Not sure what you mean by that. I assume you're still talking about social signals, but I'm not 100% sure, so maybe you can clarify. Over on YouTube, Jose says hello. What's up, Jose? Thanks for being on. Do social signal shares have much weight in ranking a page? Yes. Now, yes, with a caveat. They alone are not enough, but what they do is make your links and your other changes more effective, because what you're doing is simulating people talking about and being interested in those changes, and that gets the algorithm's attention. So hopefully that makes sense. Salah says hello over on YouTube. What's up? Glad to have you here. Get some water. Summer's almost over, but it's still like 95 here today, so you wouldn't know it. Alan, the funniest man on Facebook, has joined. Glad to see you here, Alan. Tyler says, what's up, Tyler? If you're doing a press release, at what point do you submit for the social signals? At what point do you submit for the social? Not sure what you mean. You mean, do you send social signals to the press release? If so, I send them right along with a press release to simulate that not only is it being mentioned in the news, people on social media are talking about it, it must be a big deal. Sort of something like that. Anthony says, what rank tracker do you guys use? PRT is getting expensive as I get more clients. I really like PRT Pro Rank Tracker. I don't know. It's really just preference. They're all pretty much the same price. None of them are as accurate as I would like, but they all work well. Pro Rank Tracker is my favorite, though. If you're getting more clients, you should just build that into their cost, is my opinion. Over on YouTube, Rajat says, hello, hey, bro, what's up? What's up, Rajat? How's it going, buddy? Carlos says, and Eric have both joined. What's up? Alan says, laugh out loud. Well, you make me laugh enough. I feel that's fair. Tyler says, shouldn't you send social signals to your site because of all the links? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. If you send social signals along with the links to simulate that you're getting on the news and social media is talking about it. So you're on the right track there. Eric says, hey, dude. Hey, what's up, Eric? Glad to see you here. Let me know how the sound quality is, because like I'm broadcasting both from the same microphone. I'm not sure how well that's going to work. Carlos says, ooh, this is a long one. I have a client that has over 90K searches, including their blog. They rank page 2. I thought that meant PG like the movie rating. For their main keyword homepage. Should I create 300 socials with keyword homepage? Should I create send traffic with DP? I'm not sure what DP is. And some brand related searches for keywords. Last point, 3 or 4 links. I don't know what DP is. With anchor text, brand keyword, and brand partial keyword to push. Okay, let me try to reread this. It depends on what you've done. And I don't really know if I have enough information, but I like to have a really heavy foundation in place with social profiles, citations, bookmarks, that sort of thing. And then I like to go with social signals, and while I'm doing that, and then things like PBNs and guest posts or something. But I'm not using a lot of abbreviations I'm not familiar with. Oh, my questions are rolling off the screen. Come on. All right, well, I'm gonna have to do it this way. Give me 1 second here, guys. Experiencing some technical difficulties. All right. So I think I answered that, Carlos. If not, let me know. Sound quality is good. Good. Eric says, can you tell me about Legiit? It kind of came out of nowhere for me. I've been using Conquer for a while. Then suddenly it seems like a bunch of people went to Legiit. Okay, so as you know, I used to be very successful on Conquer, but it can, and I want to say this in a way that makes it not seem like I'm bagging on it, because I'm not. But it had a lot of problems, and I felt like there was an opportunity to do it better. So I partnered up with a really, really great developer and who has a great development team to build something better. And that's kind of where Legiit came from. You know, as someone who's sold a ton of stuff on those kinds of platforms and bought a ton of stuff, I feel like I have the right perspective, and it's a priority to me, unlike other platforms. And since there's someone involved that's friend, and I know he knows and he doesn't care, but I don't want it to seem like I'm putting him down. So I'll leave it at that. Digital push. I'm not sure what that is. Traffic. You can use a little bit of traffic. I wouldn't go crazy with it, but just slowly drip it and ramp it up. Is there any good this is on YouTube. Is there any good tutorial for a local service keyword? To rank for a local service keyword? I would need more information, but yeah, I mean, there's plenty of videos on YouTube and courses and things like that out there. Results Media says, can you please give me input on ranking videos? Well, without specifics, the main thing I can say that a lot of people overlook is do your on-page properly. And the on-page for video is very similar, although there's not as many variables. You know, get your title and your description right, file name, thumbnail, file name, location if in the few days that YouTube has that available, things like that. So get your on-page right and it'll stick a lot longer. And stay away from that live streaming crap. Now, don't get me wrong, live streaming is great when it's used as intended, but the ranking boost, it's not worth it. Dane says, is it still relatively easy to rank a local service / business website and get paid using PPL? PPL, for those who don't know, stands for pay per lead. Do these types of sites typically require much content? What would be the best way to get ranking for a low competition local business service site? Content and social share. See, the thing with pay per lead, if you're doing websites, it's the same thing as the way you rank it is the same you would as a local business. I haven't done a lot of that because I'd rather just work with someone that has an existing website. But yeah, I know people that are still doing well with pay per lead. And you would do the same kind of thing. Just do good keyword research, find low competition, high value terms, and just rank sites for those. I think that answered your question. If not, let me know. Eric says, are you an OMGer? Yes. Yeah, I was in it a few years ago. Caleb joined. What's up, Caleb? Caleb says, what up, boy? I hope I didn't sound 240 just then. Anthony says, if you order a service to do citations, what do you do to them after they are delivered, if anything? Like send them through backlink indexer, shoot links at them, add articles, etc. Okay, so first thing I do is I make sure that they're right, like make sure that they're all optimized correctly, meaning that not only do they have the right name, address, phone number, and all that stuff, but I make sure that they're optimized in a way that is either is specific to my brand or specific to my my keyword. That way they'll rank themselves. I don't worry about indexing, but sometimes if I want that particular citation to rank on its own, for example, Yelp ranks really well, I'll throw either like a SynWire blast or a PBN link or two at it, and that'll get it done. So those are kind of the things I do. I don't worry about indexing of anything ever, though. In ranking videos, are embeds more important or social shares? Doing a single embed is important. I'm finding less and less that doing hundreds works like it did 2 years ago or whatever. Shares do help. I'm finding that traffic helps. And then again, proper on page for your video helps a lot too. But yeah, going ham with the embeds, like there are people doing hundreds and thousands of them at a time. It's just, it doesn't work like it did. And in my experience, it's doing the opposite. So keep that to, 25 or 50 at the most. And you probably don't even need that. Eric says, I got to run, bud. Thanks for the info. Anytime. Definitely check out Legiit, man. Dane says, thanks. Thanks, Dane. If you want to know more about SEO stuff like that, what you can do is to get a $1 trial of Superstar Academy at superstarseo.com/trial. Covers everything from beginning SEO, intermediate, advanced, affiliate, client, you name it. And Jeff would absolutely want me to mention that you also have direct access to the 3 coaches, myself, Jeff Cozio, and Scott Allen in the Facebook group. And then we do bi-weekly Q&A webinars too. So for $1, it's less than a cheeseburger. I think. I don't really eat cheeseburgers. Matt just joined. What's up, Matt? See what we got over on YouTube. Can you direct me to any great tutorials on ranking videos? Thanks, Maria. If you look on my channel, I don't want to dig through it right now to get the exact URL, but I have one on page for video. That's a good place to start. And, I don't know that many people that don't teach it outside of a course, to be honest. That's a good question. I'll have to look into that for you, but look for the on page or how to do on page for video or something like that video. And that'll get you, like, for easy keywords, that'll be half the battle right there. Anthony says, when doing your PBNs, you install the social media widget, but do you actually build out social media profiles like Facebook? If do you build under your own Facebook account? Then how do you keep it active? I used to do that, and I didn't see any benefit at all, meaning creating the profiles. So I stopped doing it. It was too much, took too much time, too much trouble. And it just wasn't worth it. Alan says, do you recommend geotagging and adding metadata to your photos on your site for the specific keyword on your blog page? Then sending social signals backlinks to the post. You can, but a lot of WordPress themes strip off the metadata anyway, so it probably isn't worth the time to do the geotagging. The rest of that is obviously stuff you want to do. Is it possible to rank well in Snack Pack without certain citations? Long story, but some of mine are hard to get perfect because some data aggregators can't list my business name properly because of the second capitalized letter in a single word within my business name. I've emailed them multiple times, and they said their system doesn't support it currently, but they're trying to submit a request to editors. I would create them and just get as close to it as you possibly can. Like, if it's just a matter of one letter being capitalized or not, it's probably not going to be enough of a deal breaker. So, yeah, I would still create that one. And just if they make it to where you can change it, then you can. But otherwise, you're just doing the best you can, See if we got any questions anywhere else. I'm not seeing any. What about over on YouTube? Maria says, thanks, Chris. You're the best. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, we are caught up on questions, so I'm going to take this opportunity to drink some Deer Park. Cody says, in your honest opinion, working full-time, 50, 60 hours a week, need to bring home at least $5K a month to quit job. I join your trial. What service do you focus on to get $5K fast? SEO, PPL, affiliate, or Legiit services. What I would do is client SEO, because with client SEO, you're one phone call away from having a few $1,000, $1,000, $2,000, whatever. So definitely do that. I know that's a little hard to do when you have a full-time job, but make it work. If you do like 9 to 5, and suppose you're on the East Coast, call the West Coast when you get off, or use ads or something like that. Like, I know it's not ideal. Do that. I would also do services because you can do those in your spare time as well. Affiliate and PPL are both going to take longer. And if your time is that limited, I wouldn't do those right away. So client would be my number one focus, because what I did was I treated that like my paycheck. So like I got enough clients to pay my personal expenses, and I use that as what I pay myself. and then everything else goes back into the business or doing other things. So that's what I would do. Client and then services on the side to help supplement that. Good thing about services is like, if you need like Ahrefs, what you can do is buy Ahrefs for $99 a month, then sell reports on it from it for like $5-10 and like cover the cost of it that way. So that's what I would do. That's pretty much what I did. So that's what worked for me. So I hope that answers that. What is Deer Park? Oh, it's just a brand of water. Now I feel like I'm doing a commercial. Are you an affiliate? No, I can see why it came off that way, but no. Although I will not buy any other brand of bottled water because that's the one I like. And I'm very, very compulsive. Let's see what we got over on YouTube. Nothing new. All right, I'm going to give myself some hearts because I'm vain and I need the attention. All right. This would probably be another time. Let's try that again. This would probably be a good time to once again say that you should check out Superstar SEO Academy at superstarseo.com/trial and get a $1 to 2-week access to the greatest training in the history of mankind, as voted by me. Anthony says, if you buy an anchor text directory link, like avivadirectory.com, for instance, and it allows for interpage linking, you should purchase the link for all the pages on your website using different anchor text, or just get one link for the home page. I doubt I would go with every page. I would pick whatever the most important one was to drive traffic and link juice to and go with that. Never heard of that directory though. Let's see what that's like, what that is. I'm not familiar with this site, but my initial reflex is that it's kind of sketchy looking. Amit joined. What's up, buddy? Dell says McDouble is $2, so yeah, the trial is cheaper. There you go. You can get a half of a cheeseburger, or you can get a trial to, what, like 200 videos. Change your life, or get a half a cheeseburger. Ahmed joined. What's up, Ahmed? The Terminator. All right, we're about halfway there. Ahmed said, how would you go about ranking a Reddit post? Usually if you can get those things indexed and you put the keyword in the title, that'll be enough. So I have a video on the channel about that. Check that out. You go through the different services you offer on Legiit. I don't want to turn this into a huge commercial, but the main ones I have my guest post service, which is really, really powerful, although it's a little more expensive. I have PBN links, which are, I assume you know what a PBN link is. What's different about my PBN links is it's a homepage link and it stays there for, I mean, I say permanently. I don't want somebody 4 years from now saying their link is gone, but for the most part, permanent homepage. Social Signals and SendWire, I have both of those. And what else? I have a couple of video services and GSA. And next week, and for a couple weeks after that, I'm going to start launching some more high-end stuff. So like maybe like a month's worth of SEO. I haven't worked out all the details just yet, but got some cool new stuff coming out too, because I've been kind of, I don't want to say neglecting, but I haven't been adding new things to help people out on that. on that regard lately. I've been focused on the platform itself. Tyler says, got to go. Thanks for the info. Thanks for showing up, Tyler. Appreciate that. Reza just joined. What's up, Reza? When would we use a SynWire blast? There's a few different ways you can use it. You can use it for maps, like embedding maps and ranking maps. You can use it for video ranking. I use it a lot for that. And it also helps to get a bunch of other types of links coming into your site. So if you're launching a new site, a good SynWire blast is something I would add to. Basically what it is post on a handful of social platforms, social bookmarks, Web 2.0s, and PDF sites. It has some other tricks it can do too, but I don't resell those because it's too much trouble. Frankie just joined. He must have got back from Hollywood. Well, there's no questions at the moment. So maybe, I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I start picking a topic and making it about that and then just opening it up to questions about that? And then like a broad set of questions, or what do you think? What do you think of Marketer Center Services? I've never used their site. I know Andrew is a good guy, but I've never used their site. I'm really bad for I feel bad when people ask me questions like that, because almost anytime someone says, what do you think of this product? What do you think of this service? I've almost never used them. Like, I just don't have that many. So I can't even finish the thought. I just don't have that many things that I try. Anthony says, yeah, great idea. Mike says topics would be cool. All right, cool. What I'll do after this is on Monday, that's what I'll do, is I'll start doing, maybe make a post and an email on Monday asking what you'd like to talk about, or like giving a list, because if I open it up to everything, I'll get some strange ideas. And then lock it in by Wednesday so people can start thinking about their questions. And then, like I said, I am going to start having guests. I have Mandy is going to be on September 7th. And then I'm going to try to get Craig Griffiths to come on, and we'll see if Jim wants to come on again too. Caleb wrote like 7,000 words. Caleb says, when redirecting an old site to a new one, do I only redirect the home page to the new site? Or can I remake the same pages from the old site and redirect each of those pages to the new site? Pretty much my older site is ranking for some nice terms. Took a long while to get them there, so would love to rank for this. What I would do is leave it alone and then just link over to your new site as opposed to redirecting. Some live training would be really cool. I can't figure out how to share the screen because of the software I use. So I'll see what I can do. No promises though. But yeah, I'm sure I can come up with something. I mean, if Becker can do it, I can do it. No offense if you happen to watch this, Alex. Frankie says, what's up, Chris? Hope you're good, bro. Have you been finding ranking in maps harder than usual as of late? What's been harder is that it's getting much more intelligent about where you're searching from. So like literally I can walk over to my mailbox and get a different result than I get in my apartment. So that's been harder. Overall though, the same process still works. Double 301 redirect. Can you send juice without anchor text to get to new site? So you mean like 301 to a 301 to a site? I tried that once and it didn't really seem to do anything, and I've not tried it since. So I don't want to say yes or no, but to me it didn't do any good. I think it should work though. And the good thing about that is you're insulated really well. So if you pardon my language, if you fuck something up, you can just remove the 301s. Caleb says link each page over. So yeah, like I would hate to see you give up rankings that are there just because you changed your brand name. So I'd be like, after the end of the content, just be like, find out if you want to work with us or find out more about us, then check us over on, I assume, Strip Feed Nation or whatever. I just don't think that there's no good reason to give up a site that's ranking, in my opinion. And all the 301 is going to do is going to make me lose my train of thought again. Man, I'm having a day. It's been a long week. All the 301 is going to do is going to take away what you already have, and I don't think it's going to pass that much on. So I wouldn't get rid of it. YouTube being shy today. I was about to go into another 80s song, so I'm glad I avoided that. No need to advertise my age. See who else we got watching. Kirill just joined. So we got Caleb, Kirill, Ahmed, Carl, Amber, Ron, Reza. Lots of people. Teach us something we don't know right now, please. Gonna put me on the spot. I don't have. I can't think of anything. Give me something specific, and I'll see what I can tell you about it. But I don't know. It's hard to just pull something up. One thing I can say, and it's not so much a tactic as it is a sales approach or something, is when you want to talk to someone, stop talking to them like you're talking through a script. I'm not explaining this well, but like I get a lot of messages and phone calls and emails and stuff, and the way that they talk to me is not the way people talk to each other. So if you're wanting to sell anything, and no matter what business you're in, you're selling something, remember that it's another human being that you're talking to. Like, talk to them normally. Don't talk to them like, hey, I just wanted to pop in and have a quick chat with you and see what kind of things you're focused on. It's so fake, and it doesn't work. Like, and I see it in groups and in email and phone calls. Like, be a human being. And I'm not saying you particularly aren't, but I see, and in fact, I'm not saying you at all, but I see that so much. And there's so many people that have so much to offer, but the way they talk to people, they've just like, I don't know if it's, the internet age or what, but we've forgotten how to talk to people like people. So talk to them like individuals and get to know them and understand them, and you'll be able to sell more. So I'm seeing that a lot, and it's a big pet peeve of mine. And I think if a few people tweak the way they talk to people, it would really work. It's worked really well for me. One of the most common pieces of feedback I get is that I'm down to earth and relatable. And it's because I don't try to be something I'm not. I just talk to people. If it works, that's fine. If it doesn't, that's fine too. Caleb says, yeah, that's true. Could just combine the businesses and just say the old one is more for custom client services. I will link them together. I mean, you can definitely do it. I get the idea of closing one, but I don't know, man. That's just one more opportunity to bring people into your bubble, Carl says, will including your NAP in YouTube videos description count as an unstructured citation and help with map rankings? Yes, but do it once, and okay, I always feel like I have to say that with SEOs, because like if I say yes and leave it at that, somebody's going to go out and blast out, thousands of them at once. Definitely do it. It's a DA99 citation that's absolutely easy to get. So yeah, there's no reason not to do that. If nothing else, it might be somebody finds that video that lives near you and they, come visit your business, So there's no reason not to do it. Just don't do thousands at a time, because, SEOs tend to go crazy. Not go crazy, go overboard. What else? Do you guys watch the video I put out the other day on TubeSift? I thought that was really cool. Even as I was doing it, I discovered a couple new things with the tool. I think it's super powerful, and not just for video SEO or video ads. I think it does some cool stuff. The response has been very good. So, all right, we've been here for 40 minutes. Let me know if you got any more questions. Otherwise, we'll call it a week. This is from Anthony. Does the fact that PBNs have like just a few links versus powerful directory links that have thousands of outbound links really make the PBN more powerful? Like, why not just buy links and avoid the 10 hours it takes to set up a PBN? First of all, there's absolutely no reason it should take 10 hours to set up a PBN. Second, the reason that PBNs work is they are, as far as Google knows, a real site. So the harder a link is to get, the more powerful it is. Link directories don't work because literally anybody can go buy a link and put it on there, and they tend to have thousands and thousands of outbound links. So PBNs and guest posts work because they're not easy to get, and they give the appearance of an earned link. Therefore, they have more power because they're harder to get. So keep that in mind when you're doing your link building. The harder a link is to get, the more powerful it's going to be. Caleb says, got to run broski. Catch you on the flip side. Word. Kirill says, how to make an info product for things outside of marketing SEO. Like, I can make an ebook, but I use those to grab email opt-ins. What's an info product I can charge more for in various other niches? I hear a lot of people saying make an info product, but not sure what else there can be other than ebook or training. Not sure how to charge for training for other niches. Not sure of the specific question. You can do it in literally any niche. Like look at the Kinobody guy. He puts out a lot of courses. If you're into fitness, if you know how to, I don't know, just whatever skill you have, make some training videos on it. Don't underestimate it. If you know how to cook vegan food, which I know you do, you can make a course on that. Like literally anything out there there's a way to make an info product for it. If you're having a hard time coming up with ideas, just think about stuff that you want to do or stuff that you didn't know how to do that you figured out how to do. And this is kind of still a marketing one, but let me give you an example. I have a friend who is a bartender, and he has a Facebook page about bartending and things that bartenders relate to. It's kind of funny, but not entirely comedy. And the engagement is absolutely insane on it. Like, he gets millions of likes sometimes, like real people liking it and hundreds of comments and stuff like that. And he asked me, like, how can I monetize this? Because like most offers don't work because it's alcohol. And I was like, dude, you're sitting on a course right there. You built something that other people would pay to learn how to do. So that's an example. Think about what you know how to do, or find someone that that knows how to do something. Have them record 5-10 videos and then just make that your info product. If you're having a hard time coming up with ideas, what I suggest is joining the Kajabi Facebook group, and they have a post in there like once a week where everybody posts a free offer they have. Or you can just look on ClickBank. Go to ClickBank and look around at what other info products people are offering, and now I'm not saying copy, but I'm saying get inspiration from there. And I hate to promote any of their stuff, but check out Russell Brunson's book, Expert Secrets. That's kind of what you're looking for there too, is figure out your passion, turn it into a product, and change the world. That was kind of a long answer, but I think that got what you were looking for. Alex says, hey, what's up, Alex? Alex says, ever use an address at a package store for Google Business? They offer a business address pretty cheap, but it looks like lots of businesses share that address. So it would be like yada, yada, yada. Does this type of thing work for citations? A package store, I assume you mean like a UPS store? I don't know. I tried to do that for one of my courses and Google wouldn't take it. Having said that, I have another business that uses one and it worked fine. So it's definitely against terms of service for Google. You can try it. It may or may not work. And you're right. If other businesses have done it there, it's going to be a problem, especially if they're in comparable niches. Jeff just joined. What's up, Jeff? Jessica says, trying to post this again, doesn't seem to go through. What do you think about using a GMB with the address hidden when the competitors all show an address? Do whatever is right for your business. If your business is a service area business, then set it as a service area. If it's not and people come to you, set it as that. Don't try to worry about what the competition's doing or what the algorithm's like. Just do it the right way and you'll be fine. Christopher says, just logging in late, just saying what's up. Hey, what's up, Christopher? Get a little bit more water. Have you ever tried shooting a PBN at the GMB listing page? If so, does it help? No, I've embedded the map, but I've never done that. I don't think it would do any good, though. I just, it's not going to be indexed, and it's not, so you're not going to get it to rank. And I just don't think it would pass on any more power that way. So I think it's probably a waste of a PBN. You got Thomas. What's up, Thomas? All right. Seems like we're running out of steam here. Anybody got any more questions? Going once. All right. It's 3:47. I'll give it till 3:50. In the meantime, I'm going to remind you to check out superstarseo.com/trial for a $1 trial of Superstar SEO Academy. Elishama says, the problem with using addresses against Google rules is when Google finally does catch up with you and suspend your GMB, you have tons of citations out there now with an incorrect NAP when you change the address, and it will hinder your 3-pack ranking attempts. Exactly. That's why I don't like all these different ways around it and stuff. Just follow the rules, And I understand that there are situations where it's hard, but I don't even think you're supposed to use a home address, but that's what I've been using for my business. But yeah, all these tricks, I don't agree with them. So trying to get them for lead gen sites and stuff like that, where there's no business at all. It's more trouble than it's worth. What about co-working spaces where you all have the same address, but you get your own suite number? Thoughts? GMB sometimes asks for a pic. I haven't done it, and I wouldn't try it. Anthony says, I'm already a member of Superstar SEO Academy and love it. You guys should all get in if you haven't. Thanks, man. I'm glad to have you on board, and I'm glad you like it. We talk about it, Jeff and Scott and I, literally all day long, and are always coming up with ways to make it better. So we appreciate that feedback for sure. Russell Freddie Edmonds has joined. The party can now officially start. Although he's probably just here for the pizza. Alicia says home addresses are fine. Just can't use it so many times. Don't know what the limit is though. Now, if I had that to do over again, I would have done something different too, because it's only happened a couple of times, but I have had people show up here. Spencer is joined. What's up, Spencer? Russell Freddie Edmonds, whose name I have to say like a game show host, says whoop, whoop. And I hope I put enough emphasis in it to get the correct amount of O's that he used. Those details are important. Christopher says, I saw someone has a verify any address for like $150 to $200. You familiar with this, and does it make sense? I think it's a way around having an address, but I'm not sure if it sticks. I know a few people that offer that, and I know that they've had success doing it. I don't know the method, and that's pretty much all I can tell you. I don't know if it sticks or not. I trust most of the people that do it, so I would ask them, and you should be familiar with who I'm talking about. So. Spencer says, just another late night. Yeah, I heard that. I've had a real hard time getting to sleep lately. As those of you who I've talked to at 4 and 5 in the morning know. I heard you had pizza. Yeah, from Mario's, and I totally didn't make that up. Barry just joined. What's up, Barry? My whoop is better than his. He said that his was better and that you should fight him over it if you disagree. True story. He also talked about your mom. I'm just trying to instigate shit now. Part of my language. Amber probably just laughed if she's still watching. She likes it she thinks it's funny when I try not to swear. Everybody do me a favor and give me like some hearts and some thumbs up and stuff because I need the validation. Spencer says, what new services do you think would do well on Legiit that are underrepresented at the moment? Pretty much anything outside of logo and graphic design and SEO. So I think there's probably need for like audio stuff and like video editing, not so much video creation, but like video editing and things like that. Let me look at the categories here and see what I think. Those won't get as many sales, but you can easily become the guy, for that thing. But audio and video, or not audio and video, but audio and music stuff definitely need more of that sort of thing. Like, I feel like it's way heavy on the graphics and the SEO, and that's partly my fault because I had an SEO audience, and graphics are the easiest ones to run ads to. Let's see what else we got. Programming, I think that there's room for some more like e-commerce and that sort of thing. Virtual assistants, I think, could use more. And there's pretty good representation in writing, so that's probably not that. And I'd like to see more people offering like professional services like social media management, email marketing, that sort of thing. So that way it's more like a little higher end stuff, higher end as far as not value, but cost. But the things that are heavily represented right now are graphics and design and SEO. And I actually have a plan in place to start growing the other categories. So if you have any of those skills, I would definitely put something up and become the guy before it starts getting more and more. Because the more revenue we make, and every day is a record day, the more things we're going to be able to do to grow it. And it's never going to be saturated, but you won't have the chance to become the dominant guy on it. I'd like you to do now. So it's kind of a long shoe answer, but I hope that got you what you needed. I'm not going to read what Barry. Yeah, you know what the heck. Barry says Russell's mom is so fat her belt size is equator. My picture just froze, so hopefully you guys are still seeing me. Amber says you are not good at not swearing. Well, that hurts my feelings. I don't know. I struggle to find the balance between being myself and being good for all time zones. And what I mean by that is I got that's a quote from The West Wing where they talked about a candidate that doesn't offend anybody versus someone that's themselves. You're good on the picture. All right. Well, apparently only I can't see me moving, which is fine. Oh, good. I'm probably just asking too much out of my computer because, like I say, I have two different streams open on the same one with two different cameras and microphones. So time zones. Yeah. It's within the context, it makes sense. But basically, I try to find the balance between being myself and like swearing when, it's appropriate, but also not doing it to offend anybody. So Spencer says it's 4 a.m. So are you still up or up already? Is it late night for you or early morning? That's an important distinction. Russell. Well, this went off the rails. Freddie Edmonds says, Barry's mama is so fat, I took a picture of her last Christmas and it's still printing. All right, I'm not reading any more of those because I'm going to lose my audience for sure. But I'm probably the only one. You're still up? I was up until about 5 this morning myself. I was talking to Michael Pedrati and he kept telling me to go to bed. And I was like, I wish I could, but some days it just doesn't, I just can't. So. But I'm glad it's not just me. YouTube pretty quiet. All right, guys, we got about 5 minutes left. So if you got any last minute questions, pile them in there. If you want to check out a $1 trial, Superstar SEO Academy, definitely think you should check that out. Spencer says you might look into the email service. Yeah, just think outside the box a little bit. And I think that there's just started selling solo ads. You know, there are a couple people that sell solo ads on there. Might be worth giving that a try too. Unless, you know, that's you. And you're already giving it a try. We had one guy who signed up and he sold some kind of really expensive medical equipment, like lost my train of thought again. Like, I don't even know what they did, but like heart monitors or something. They were like literally $1 million a piece. And he filled out this whole profile of stuff on there. And I had to take it down because it's not really what we want. But it just amused me that he thought that that would be a good place to sell that sort of thing. And I don't think it was a spammer because like he put a lot of time into like filling it out properly and everything. So Yamil just joined. What's up, Yamil? Thank you for all the hearts and thumbs up and not the angry face. That's mean. All right, we're going to go till 4 p.m. and then we're going to call it a day because my voice is about done. And the questions are dying down anyway. Emil says, what's up? What's up? Glad to have you here. Thank you for all the hearts. That's why you're my favorite. What's everybody up to this weekend? Still working? Anything fun? What do you got going on? Kirill says, hey, Yamil. Okay, I don't need to read that. Yamil says, you have a question. All right, what's up? Unless there's a LOL on there, so maybe that's a joke. Where are the sunglasses? You know, I get that a lot. I stopped wearing them a few months back. A lot of people thought it was because people told me to, but it was because it was just hurting my eyes too much to try to like look at the screen and read them and, you know, all that. So I just kind of got away from it. And apparently some people prefer that. I don't know, but it was getting too hard on my eyes. What's that guy on YouTube, Casey Neistat? I don't know how he does it. Pool party at the Hilton in Hong Kong. Well, that sounds like fun. Love you anyway. Oh, well, thank you. Right back at you. Work. Well, good for you. I'll probably work some too. Tonight, I'm going to go to the movies and I'm going to leave my phone in the car just so I can be away from business for 2 hours. Yamil says, thank you for all you do in the group. Well, thanks a lot. This I was talking about how quickly it's grown and how engaged everyone is. And I'm very, very happy with it. And I'm very proud of it. And I appreciate everybody being here as well. So thank you. Alex says, what about fine art? I'll paint a portrait of your expression, what your face looks like when your client hits #1 in Google, and also what you look like when you get your PBNs de-indexed. I'll call it Bipolar SEO Portrait Show coming soon. I would definitely watch that or look at that, I guess. Mommy coming to town this weekend, so it's party time. Oh, snap. I'll watch the news, see if you get in any trouble. Ashley says, I've started editing videos for YouTubers to make some money to be able to buy camera equipment. Oh, good for you, man. I think good for you, Ashley. Yeah, that's a great skill to have. Editing videos, I hate it, but you know, you're a dude. Okay, good for you, man. I thought so, but I wasn't 100% sure. Yeah, that's a great skill to have. I wish I had more. I was better at the creative stuff. So anybody who's seen my photo editing knows that I am not. Alex, comment of the year. Anthony says, okay, I'm out. Thanks for everything. Thanks for showing up, buddy. I'm glad. Thanks for all the questions, and thanks for being here. I'm approaching people via video Instagram. I'm approaching people video Instagram. I guess you mean people on Instagram to edit their videos. What's a good approach? I honestly don't know. I haven't had a lot of success with outreach on Instagram. And the ones I get were kind of like what I was talking about a few minutes ago that are really, I don't know, man. It's tough because you don't want to come up to somebody and be like, I noticed that your video editing sucks. I can do it good. Would you like me to do it for you? I hate to say it, but I think the best thing is going to be to put together a nice portfolio of what you do and then just run some ads. That's probably going to be easier than outreach, unfortunately. Is Legiit only for digital stuff? Wondering if signs would make sense to sell on there for agencies. My only concern with that is sales tax. So you would have to figure that out on your own. I don't want us to be responsible for any of that. But beyond that, I suppose I don't see why that wouldn't be okay. You know, that way it takes the hassle out of you having to create your own site for your portfolio and stuff. And I am going to get back to you about that, by the way. I've just been crazy. I'm DMing YouTubers on Insta to ask if I can edit on YouTube. It's worth a shot for sure. I don't have like a good way to approach them that I would really recommend to you. Because I know when I have something like that and somebody approaches me and says, you know, your so-and-so could use work, I get triggered hard. Like it really irritates me that something I've worked on, they have the nerve to come up to me and say it's not good, you know, even if they're right. So definitely don't take that approach, but I don't know. Outreach definitely works. You're just going to have to work on your script until you get it right. We've got 2 YouTubers and have approached around 5. Well, crap, then don't listen to me. Do it. If you got 2 out of 5, do you, man. You should be telling, I should be asking you how to do it. Oh boy. Ron says, what program do you use for YouTube video editing? I use 2. For basic stuff like timeline, I use Camtasia because the interface is very user-friendly, but it doesn't do a lot of things. So when I need more features, I use Adobe Premiere Pro. Email says, I hate designing websites. You and me both. I like cringe at the thought of it. I'm so glad that I've been able to meet a couple of good developers and designers. Any plans for a Legiit app? Yes, there are other things in the works first because I think that's just more important. But yes, Jim's agency has a strong app development wing, and we're definitely going to do that eventually. Alex says you can back the tax out. I just don't want to be involved in it. It's going to be totally up to them because it's just not something. I don't want the extra bookkeeping, legality. I just don't want anything to do with that. It's one of the reasons I haven't gotten into e-com. Ryan, I've been watching your videos for a long. Is this your script? I've been watching videos for a long time now. I think I found your channel when I watched a video on real estate, which I've done around 6 months ago. I'm a video editor myself. Yeah, I don't see why that's bad. Yeah, that's pretty good because you're not like instantly telling them that what they're doing is wrong. Because that, like I said, that irritates the hell out of me. I did it again. All right. I apologize if I got that wrong. What is the quickest way to get a second and third website ranked on page one when you have your primary website on page one? Is there a quicker way other than repeating the whole process? No, not really. The advantage you have now is you know what works. So you should be able to look back and see that you did this many links with this much anchor text and these citations, social signals, whatever you did. You now have an object, like a package. You can just open that package, pull everything out, drop it on a website, and it should work again. So hopefully that makes sense. That's I don't want to give away too much here, but that's kind of what I do with when I get clients in the same niche industry type thing. I already know what works, so I can just open the package, deploy it, and rank. Any recommendations for someone on Legiit to run and develop an email campaign? So to promote stuff on Legiit or to sell that on Legiit? If you mean to promote stuff on Legiit, I would come up with a value sequence where you're teaching people different things. Like suppose that you teach graphics or something, and you can subtly work that into the content and drive people over to it. If you mean how to offer it, I'd have to think about that. I'm not sure. Or do you mean someone I can recommend to do it? Not really. I mean, I do my own email marketing, so I don't really know who on there does it. Looks like there's quite a few people in that category, though. Yeah, you're looking for someone to do it. I don't know. I do my own, so I haven't used any of those. I don't know. I would try asking in the Legiit group and seeing who you get. I haven't used any of them, and I don't like recommending things I haven't done. Cody just joined. What's up, Cody? Derek just joined. What's up, Derek? Christopher, you might want to look into that. I think there's a new law where you have to. Anyway, I ask Jeff about that. I think he can tell you a little bit more. But in any regard, as long as I'm fine with it, and I think it might work. I don't know what complications there might be. Best SEO audit, your brain. Not even kidding. I'm coming out with one that I think is going to be the best, but Quora is nice in the information it gives you, but it's nearly indecipherable in my opinion, and it's not worth the time. I don't like Page Optimizer Pro, and those are the only ones I've used. Jeff says to Christopher, look up Wayfair tax and how it applies. Free SEO audit tool. Nah, there's none. They all suck if they're free. Alan Tebby, send me a PM. I can help you out. Oh, there you go. Like all the free ones do is that automated crap where it just like what's that one? WooRank. It looks real pretty, but it doesn't tell you anything that's going to help. However, if you are in Superstar Academy when mine drops, you will get a free year. So just saying. Why don't you like Page Optimizer Pro? I just I didn't find the information all that good. Like I just didn't think it was in depth enough. Do you like Antref? I don't know what that is. Unless you mean Ahrefs. In that case, I use that for link research and stuff. Yeah. But if you mean something else, I'm not familiar with it. All right, we'll give it, seems like we picked up a second wind here, so we'll give it another 5 minutes. It's the one thing you don't mind blowing money on. And I have a hard time spending money. Like, I invest a lot of money in, training and stuff for my business. I don't know. If I go out to eat, I don't mind getting a really nice meal. I'm I'm such a bad internet marketer when it comes to that sort of stuff. Man, I still have the same car and live in the same apartment because I just don't care. Material stuff doesn't mean anything to me. And everything I buy for my business because that's what I enjoy. So I don't have a good answer for you, unfortunately. I do. You know what? I go to WrestleMania every year. Maybe that counts. I look forward to and enjoy that. Although this year I may skip and actually go to the Royal Rumble instead. Kicking that idea around. So I guess that's probably it. The occasional live wrestling show. Amber says, I have a list of what is required for the Wayfair tax per state. At this point, most are 200 orders over 200K with a handful of exceptions. All right, so then if that's the case, then Christopher would probably be good. Is the link research better than Moz? Absolutely, yes. Yamil says, love WWE. See, that again, that's why you're my favorite. To be clear, everybody's my favorite, though. I don't want to offend anybody. I love you all. But Yamil loves WWE, so she gets a little bit of an edge. It's interesting. I was talking to my mom about that. I've been watching it since I was 5 years old. So 35 years. It's literally the only thing that's been in my life that long, other than my family. All right, we got about 3 minutes left. So I'm going to do one more pimp for superstarseo.com/trial. $1 14-day trial, Superstar SEO Academy. Local SEO, affiliate SEO, beginning, intermediate, advanced, quick SEO, private mastermind group with me, Scott, and Jeff, Q&A webinars, free pizza. Not really free pizza, but free pizza seems to really increase my view rate. So I'm going to keep telling that lie until it doesn't work anymore. Better than Moz, nice. I'll have to check out Ahrefs. Damn, I can't remember how to spell Ahref. It's if you know HTML, that's kind of what the code for a link is. So yeah, I mean I don't know. I'm not real big on this tool is better than that tool kind of thing, but it's a good research tool. I like Majestic a little better for some things, but I like it for others. So I don't use Moz at all. Moz and SEMrush I don't use at all. Christopher just joined. Must have jumped off of YouTube. Are you hiring for Legiit? No, not at the moment. Right now we're fully staffed. We have a couple of support people. We have the development staff that works for Jim. I have a quality control specialist, and I'm forgetting someone, whoever you are, forgive me. Oh, my director of operations. So now, right now we're staffed up, but as things grow, there'll be other opportunities. I am going to be, and this is maybe a little sneak preview for some of you, we're going to have a blog on the site soon. So I'll be putting up stuff like, better ways to increase your sales and optimize your profile and things like that. So be on the lookout for that. Just got to, get some time to do it. So, but be on the lookout for the Legiit blog coming soon to you. Hey man, that's for a quick feedback. Love the group. Have a good one. You too. Thanks a lot. All right, one more minute and then we're going to wrap this up. Because I, quite frankly, am going to go start my weekend. I don't really do weekends, but I have decided for the sake of my mental health, I need to take some time off. So I'm going to take a full 2 or 3 hours and just go enjoy it a little bit. It's funny how things change because I used to really look forward to weekends, and now I'm planning to take 3 or 4 hours off, and I feel guilty about it. So I think it's good that I'm not enjoy what I'm do that much, but at the same time, you gotta find a little bit of a balance. Is paid ads or anything still in the works? I don't think I've seen the featured thing anymore either. Yep, paid ads are going to be out in. Not going to give details, but they're going to be out probably in the next week or two. I've actually gotten to mess around with the prototypes in the development environment, so pretty excited about that. Now, I'm not giving any more details right now, so don't ask. But yes, they will be out very, very soon. You need to recharge your batteries. Yeah, like I need to not be able to be reached for just like a little bit of time. And don't get me wrong, I love that people, value my opinion and talking to me and stuff and all of that. But yeah, I just need to, you got to find balance or you're going to get burned out, and that's no good. And I've never gotten burned out yet, but I feel like it could happen. Every niche I approach has already been contacted by social media marketing people. Thank Ty Lopez for that. Which niche, according to you, is untouched? If I tell you right now, it's not going to be untouched anymore. So, I don't look for niches as much as businesses, someone specific that needs it. Look for things. You can use niches to just kind of organize your search, but don't look for niches specifically. Look for people that need it as more than niches, if that makes sense. Rest is for the competition. Well, I've automated most of it. So, I think I can afford to take 2 hours off. And there's a bigger lesson there too, that if my business gets in trouble with me being away for 3 hours to watch a movie, then it has bigger flaws that I need to address anyway, Have a great weekend. Enjoy that time off. Oh, good. And I'm definitely not taking the weekend off. I'm just like going to go take a few hours off. All right, guys, I think that's good for today. I don't know. Thanks for taking the time to join us. I think we had a good session this week. I don't have anything in particular to say here. I'm going to start having some guests on, and we're going to start voting on topics to kind of cover to make these a little more focused. So I'll be putting that out in the next few days. We're going to have Mandy on soon, and I'm trying to line up a few other people. So thanks for taking the time to hang out with me. It means the world to me. Whatever it is that you want to do with your life, figure it out. Figure out what you have to do to get it and go get it done. You deserve it, and you owe it to the rest of the world to be the best that you can be. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again next week.